write that down as well. I'm gonna write this on the same piece of paper as the young woman who is going to receive this canvas. So it's a 4 by 12. That's our canvas size. These come in 3 packs at Michael's. You can also get them on Amazon, but Michael's is cheaper, all right? They almost always have them on sale. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna kind of mark off. Let me find a pencil. I'm gonna find a pencil. Guess I'm just gonna use a carbon pencil. I'm just gonna kind of sketch off what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna do like a field of stars just right here. I'm gonna just make a little mark so I keep myself straight. All right, and then we're gonna do stripes. I think we start with red. So we'll do a red and a white and a red and a white, and we'll have to spread those out so that they're more equal, all right? I need this happy time too, Elizabeth. So we are going to do our stars and stripes. We're gonna do blue here, and these are little stars that my daughter bought on Temu. I know some people don't like Temu. I'm not a huge Temu lover myself, but people are certainly buying on there. But look how cute these little stars are. They look like little beads, all right? Little button beads, super cute. Neat, neat, neat. Super cute. We're gonna use those. We're gonna paint ourselves, our little thing blue. Thank you, Angela. And then we're gonna add some of these stars over there. And we're gonna do red and white. And I actually have a little bit of red glass. If you've been looking for red glass, there will be a limited supply posted in the morning. We just finished this today. It does take a hot minute for us to do our glass red because we put several coats of red on both sides and then we seal it. So it takes us a hot minute. Hey, Devin. So I have red, I have clear, and I also brought cobalt because I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to do. So we're gonna just play it by ear. We're gonna paint first and then we'll make other decisions, right? Thank you, guys. All right, so I'm gonna use a palette knife because I just like the way the paint flows with a flag using a palette knife. But you could totally just use a paintbrush if you so choose. I'm using my long, skinny palette knife. And because I don't want my stripes to be perfect, and so I want it to be kind of abstract-y and that kind of stuff. So we have cherry red, we have midnight blue, we have whites, and we have a little, if the shipping is super high, trust me, it is the way that okay, Laura, listen. Guys, if the shipping seems high, it is because of the way our shipping is, okay? On Shopify, you have to select one size box. I haven't seen anything over like $9 for shipping in the last few days. And so we will refund you any overage on shipping. We only charge actual. And if you come up with a really high shipping, you know, and it depends on where you are. If you're in California, it's going to be a little higher than normal. If you're in the Midwest or in the South, it's going to be less. But if you're concerned about shipping, send us an email. We'll check on actual shipping and give you a closer estimate. But I promise you, anything over what it actually costs to ship, we will give it back to you. So, my new tattoo. That is, we had a young 5-year-old in the studio today, and she wanted to give me a tattoo. So this is my cat Biscuit. This is my cat Jelly. This is my cat Toot, and this is my cat Tucker. This is my dog Moose, and this is me. Look how skinny I am. Oh, so we refund any overages in shipping, so please don't let that scare you. It might be a little more than like normal because we did have to order special boxes, and we do have to pack the crap out of those so they don't arrive to you like my Cobalt bottle, right? So yeah, so that's my tattoo for the day. A sweet little girl drew that on me, and I just sat and let her, because we all need to be creative in our own little ways. Is that not right? All right, let's get this party started. Now to get started, I am gonna paint my blue with a brush, because that's just gonna be solid blue. We're not gonna try to go crazy with that. And we're gonna either add some cobalt and stars or just stars. We'll decide that later. But let me get my brush wet, and we are gonna start with our blue. And this is midnight blue. Yes. Ugh. Let's put a little blue on our plate. We're gonna use our paintbrush for the blue. We're gonna use our palette knife to blend our red and white together. And we're gonna go all the way around, okay guys? So let's just go ahead and do that side. Let's get it done. Do y'all hear my, hang on, let me mute that. Come on. All right, let's do our sides first. I see you, Julie. She was adorable, wasn't she? All right, so we're gonna get that blue on and get started that way. Let's find our line. It's about right there. And bring that all the way around. We'll probably touch this blue up a little bit if we decide not to use the cobalt. If we're just gonna use stars, we'll probably need a second coat on the blue because it's a little sheer, right? Oh girl, I've had a late start too, Jan. I was like at the last minute running around like a chicken with her head cut off. I was like, oh my Lord, it's 6 o'clock already. Today has flown by. It's been such a crazy busy day. You know how it is when you go on vacation and then you come home and you're like, I feel so good and relaxed and it was so wonderful. But then you have 2 weeks worth of work to do because you went on vacation for a week. So I need a vacation from my vacation time. All right, so I'm not trying to get this line perfect either because we're gonna smudge it up a little, but I want it to be close. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and hit this with my dryer just to make sure. Girl, just stay an extra day, Jan. Just stay an extra day. Hey, Susan. Yeah, anything over actual, we will be refunding, so please don't stress about that. And if it seems extraordinary high, don't hesitate to email us and ask us what the shipping is. It's just super hard in Shopify, which is who I use for my website for shopping. It's super hard for them to calculate certain boxes, especially with padding and stuff. So anywho, let's see what we got. All right. I am tan, aren't I? That's all I did, girl. All I did was lay in the sun, literally, and eat. I ate plenty myself. All right, so we are gonna start with red. Actually, I'm gonna start with white. I'm gonna leave my brush here with the blue on it because we are gonna use that again, but I'm gonna go ahead and do my white stripes. Nikki says 7. See? Sometimes it's crazy, sometimes it's not. All right, so red, white, red, white, red. All right, so my second stripe is gonna be white. So here's what I'm gonna do. Not trying to be fancy, but I'm just gonna scoop up some of that white on my palette knife, and I'm literally just gonna make a line. Don't try to make it perfect. It's not gonna be. It's gonna be me. It's not gonna be perfect. This canvas is a little warped. Do you guys know how to fix a canvas if you're getting ready to paint on it and it's got a little sink in the middle? Do you guys know how to do that? All you gotta do, this one I should have done, it's got a little bounce in the middle, and all you gotta do is, I don't know why it wouldn't let you use your discount code because I've sold already plenty with that code. Make sure you're adding the right code, Christine, and not something that is similar. All you gotta do, if your canvas has a little sink in it, is take a little water bottle, a spray bottle, and mist your canvas on the inside or the outside, or even both. Like, mist it in here. You don't really have a lot of space in here, but if you mist it, let it air dry for best results. That will help tighten up your canvas, all right? So I've got 2 little white stripes, and you can see my paint is blumpy and all. Hang on, let me check the code. It should let you do it. Is that the member code or the VIP code? We have 2 different codes. If you're a member, you have a specific code. If you're a VIP, it should be automatic. You should not have to enter a code if you logged in. Please don't announce the member code on this page, please. I'm begging you. Because then we'll have to micromanage every order. All right, so now I'm gonna wipe off this white. If you're struggling, if you're a member and it's not letting you put the member code in, go to the member page and double check the member code. Make sure you're putting in the right thing. And, member code worked for Jane. Make sure you're putting in the right code in the right place and try again. If not, just email us and we'll figure out the problem, all right? Oh God, Shauna, I know that's right. Okay, so again, red on our palette knife. And I'm gonna start in the middle. Whoa! And I'm gonna just do the same thing. I'm just gonna fill in that middle spot with my red. And you notice it's kind of messy. And my red and white are starting to kind of run together. That is the whole idea. All right, we want it to run, we want it to blend, we want that to happen. We'll scoot you down. I'm gonna take a paintbrush and do the edges. All right, let's do the bottom. And just pull it through. Don't try to be perfect. Like me just now, micromanaging that one little spot. There's a dip on this end, and it's giving me a fit. I didn't even look at this canvas before I started, or I'd have known better. All right, I'm gonna scrape. All right, so there's a stripe. I'm gonna kind of go over my rounded edge a little. And, oh, go Bama. All right, let's do our top stripe. We'll start here, let's go up. And remember, when you're doing this, it should be somewhat abstract. You're not striving for perfection. Once I get all these colors on, I need a flat thing to put my paint on. We're really gonna intermix the colors a little, so keep that in mind. Don't worry if it is not perfect. All right, so we got red there. Let's go over our edge a little. We're gonna hit those edges with our paintbrush, because we're not concerning ourselves with size right now. All right, all this paint is still wet, okay? So here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna take, oh, that's a great idea. I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna get this extra red off of my palette knife. Doesn't have to be perfectly clean, but now I'm gonna hit right in between the white and the red, okay? So right on that line where they join, I'm just gonna run and wiggle and pull those colors, all right? Now you got a little bit of that white on the back of your palette knife, so let's just go ahead and add a little there as well. I'm gonna wipe that off. I'm gonna get a tiny bit of white on my palette knife because I want a little more of that white on my red. So we're gonna get white in our red. We're gonna get red in our white. We're just gonna get it all mixed up. All right, so we're gonna hit that line again. All right. Oh, who says they're not currently following? That must be you, Julie. All right, so I'm gonna hit this line again, this one right in the center, and just kind of wiggle it along. Get a little movement there. Now we have white again. I'm just gonna hit right on top of that red and run a little bit of that white into our red. Voila. We'll even add a little here. Get it off, clean it off a little. We'll make a sandwich out of that. And we're gonna hit this center line, just pull. Whoops, that's dried up a little. So let's pull really lightly. I'm not putting much pressure in this at all. I'm just lightly pulling so that I'm kind of blending the colors together. And we'll just add a little white right on top of that red. All right, I am digging that. What do you guys think? I think it needs one more little something. Here's what we're gonna do first though, before we do one more little something. I'm gonna flip it around. I need another napkin. That one is out of control. Let me grab a napkin. We are gonna do, I don't know what the chatbot thing is. It's Facebook, honey. All right, I'm gonna grab some of this blue again. I'm actually gonna just smear it onto my, or apply it. I'm gonna push it around and get this second coated. Just adding in a little of that blue again. Let's get it off here. Look at that. Put that in the water. Just get some of the blue. And now we're gonna kind of do the same thing, all right? So we have that second coat of blue there. I'm gonna get a tiny bit of the white. Let me scooch this over so you can see. So the blue is wet again. I'm gonna just get a tiny bit of that white. See how much I got on the back of my palette knife? And I am just going to add just a few little spots. That was excessive. I'm gonna add a little bit of that dark color back, because I didn't really mean for it to be that heavy, but it's okay because you can always correct. Am I right or am I right? All right, let's see. Let's fix this a little. Might not matter too much anyway because of our stars. So I'm gonna wipe that off. I'm gonna do the same thing. Get a little red on the back of my palette knife, and we're just gonna blend a little bit of that red into our blue as well. Again, I got a little too much, but that's okay. I'm gonna grab my blue, and I'm just gonna put a dot right on top of that big red blob, and we'll fix it. Right there. See? All fixed. Now, don't be afraid to take some of that blue that's on your knife now and just add a few little blue strokes, not the red. Come on, red. I want the blue. You want the blue into your white and your red, all right? So we're just kind of intermixing all our colors, giving it a really nice abstract-esque look. Now let's turn it back this way. This is a great start, but here is what I want to do. I'm going to use my heat gun for just a minute to try to get this as dry as I can. And then we're going to hit our sides, and then we're going to make decisions about glass. I see it too. No idea where it came from. I don't know if it's being instigated, if somebody is commenting something and it's I don't know what it is. No idea. These are gonna be so pretty. I know stars are white on the flag, but we're gonna go for it, right? We're gonna do our thing with no disrespect to our flag at all. I just want to get it dry enough that I can do the sides without making a hot mess. Thank you for the sprinkles, ladies. So I'm a little remiss about, that's still pretty wet, but I'm gonna get the sides real quick. I'm really wondering if I want to add much glass to this. I'm thinking about just doing the stars and maybe a little bit of clear because I don't want to lose the abstract nature of this piece. Does that make any sense? I don't want, if I put red glass on this red stripe, I'm gonna lose that look. You see what I'm saying? I am gonna scoop up a little bit of white and take this little booger back a little. And same here, just a little less maybe. Now let's grab a brush and I'm gonna add red to my sides. Just to pull that color around. Now, if I was really trying to do something, I would probably do a red and a white stripe on the side, but I'm not gonna do that. But if you guys were creating these to sell or gift and wanted to really do something special, you could totally do that. You could totally make stripes on the sides as well. But you'd probably have to do one side, let it dry, do another side. It'd take a little longer, but the impact would be awesome. All right, so let's get this side done real quick. I'm probably gonna add a little bit of white in it, and here's why. I'm seeing already, and this is true of most reds, when reds are translucent. You can't add enough color in a red acrylic for it to be really nice and opaque. So you have to do multiple coats, right? So instead of having to do multiple coats on the side, I am going to do that one nice thin coat. I'm gonna grab up a little bit of white on my brush, and I am literally just gonna add a little bit of white on my sides as well, just so it looks like it's translucent on purpose, just to give that a little bit of finished look, right? Okay, now let's do the end. That's right, guys. So there's what we ended with on that one side. Just kind of continues the flow. All right, let's do this side with our red and try not to mess up. Ooh. And don't forget, guys, if you're just getting here, we have wine bottles on our Art Shattered page. Comment the word wine, and we'll send you a link to check them out, because next Tuesday, now I won't be here on Wednesday, but I will be here on Tuesday. I have company coming from out of town, a friend I haven't seen in about 5 or 6 years, and she is coming to visit, and so I'm going to be spending some time with her on Wednesday. And so we're going to do on Tuesday a piece of art using our wine bottle. So if you want to play along, make sure you go comment the word wine and go grab you a wine bottle. All right, I'm going to add a little bit of white, and we'll just scrub in a little bit of that white to that side. Well, just like that. Now we got to do the end, right? We're gonna follow the end kind of like our surface, all right? So I'm gonna do the white or the red stripe. Oh, that already has white in it and turned out really nicely, if I say so myself. So yeah, comment the word wine, and then after our live is done, you can go and check your Facebook Messenger, and you should have a link to our website at artshattered.com, and it'll take you to the place where we're selling those bottles. And again, I'm gonna remind you that the shipping is crazy on the wine bottles, but we will only charge you actual shipping. So if the actual is less than what you see, we will refund that. Please don't stress about that too much. Look at there. Let me add a little bit of white. Look at that. Not bad at all. I'm going to show you those bottles too in just a minute. All right, so I think since I'm doing edges, I got to add a little more blue, and we'll throw a little, I don't know yet what size canvas I use, but I promise I will tell you before, I will tell you, let me see when. I'll tell you before Saturday, okay? That'll give you time. But it's probably gonna be 11 by 14-ish. I don't know 100% for sure. Oh, Christine, we have cobalt. I'll fix that. We got a good bit of glass in, so we just didn't have time to get it all on the page. We've been running like crazy today, doing orders, trying to organize a space for all these bottles. It's been cuckoo. All right, let me get this side. I'm gonna add a little bit of white. That was too much. Come back with a little blue. We'll add a little, look, I'm just adding some color to the edges so it's not a solid. Just a teeny bit of white. Don't be afraid to make a mess. I want to break up that hard line too. There we go. All right, now all these dark, solid colors. Let's get this dry, because this needs to be dry for our next step. Actually, who thinks we should add gold? I think gold on here is going to be the piece de resistance. And I think just a touch of gold here and there is gonna make all the difference, don't you? Yes, I concur, my friends. I concur. And we're just gonna put a tiny bit. So here's what I'm gonna do. I got this tiny bit of gold. Can you see that little gold spot on my plate? And I'm gonna get it just on the edge. See how that is just on that left edge of my palette knife, right? So you're gonna kind of just get all that gold on that edge. Don't be afraid to smoosh it around. So it's on that edge. So now I'm just gonna go between my lines. Oh yeah, just a touch of that gold. I'll show it to you close up in just a second. Just a little line of gold. Oh, let's do it here too. Oh yeah, oh yeah. We'll put a few little lines in a couple other places too. Just a touch. All right, that's enough. Let me show you what that looks like. I don't have a spot on my canvas that I can touch. So can you see the gold? It just kind of brings it to life, gives it a little extra pop. Oh, I agree, Wendy. I literally wanted to do it with modeling paste or heavy-bodied paint, but I knew I wasn't going to be able to do that all in one sitting, so maybe we'll do that. And we'll have to do it over the course of a couple days instead of one day, or maybe I'll try to be prepared in advance because I wasn't today. That way I have one already finished. So let's get her dry and then talk about glass. Whew. I'm gonna show you those wine bottles again in a minute too if you just got here. I got a big, thick blob of white right here. I'm just gonna give it a little help. Otherwise, it'll be 3 days waiting on that to dry. Big old hump. Got another one right here. Just a little smush. You see I think my edges are dry. Yeah, that's just light paint, so I think it's just the top. Can you see that? It's a 4. It's a 4 by 12. I got a little paint on there. Take a minute, I'm gonna let it cool off. Getting hot. It's almost there though, guys. Almost. I really wanna use crackle in one too. Really wanna do a crackle flag. Maybe we'll do that before 4th of July as well. All right, let's see. Let's see, that's super hot and I got some, it's not all the way dry, but let's real quick talk about glass. I'm gonna fix this sign, 4 by 12. 4 by 12, can you see that now? I had brought clear, or Starfire. I brought Starfire. And I also brought the cobalts. That looks like a full pound. I stole that from the back. They're probably gonna beat me up. And I brought some red, but I'm literally thinking about not using the red. That'll be a pound for one of y'all tomorrow. Not using the cobalts. I'm thinking about adding my stars to the left side. Barbara, there is a patriotic sunflower in, I think it's in, Catherine, did I do that on Art Shattered or is that in the group? So stars and then just clear glass so that you get to see all of this through that. I don't want to hide any of the stripe action. What do you think? Barbie, you're gonna love this sunflower I did like a couple years ago. It's a sunflower done like a flag. We'll find it for you. All right, so don't you agree we'll do, I'm not gonna have those right now, Candy. I'm just gonna have the wine bottles. I'm just testing out. I can't, you know, I don't have the capacity or I don't have the space, the capacity or the finances to like just buy mass quantities of stuff like that. So I'm testing the waters. So if things go well, hopefully we'll be able to do other bottles as well. So just stay posted. We'll let you know. We are trying our best to accommodate you guys, all right? So I'm thinking pile up the stars, a little clear, just smattered here, and be done. Let's see what we think our stars look like. All right, these came from Temu, y'all. My daughter is a Temu girl. Oh my goodness. I know you probably can't see that. Brenda, I can't do anything about that. Normally that we don't like fix that because it cost us more to fix that for you than the code was worth. So, but email Sherry at info@artshatter.com and see if she can fix that for you. All right, we'll do a refund. All right, so I'm thinking, I don't think I want to add these yet. I think we're going to do resin, and I know you can't really see these stars, but it really does pop in person. All right, and I think with the resin on, it'll help too. So here's what I think I'm going to do. I think I'm going to do a quick thin coat of resin. Woo! And then we'll add a little bit of glass, we'll add our stars, and then we'll put resin on top. All right, let's do it. What do you think? All right, so let's do an ounce of resin. I think that'll be plenty. So I'm gonna do a 1/2 ounce and a 1/2 ounce. Let's find a pan that actually works. Okay, so I'm using these little bitty baby cups. Aren't they cute? Aren't they cute? They're sparkly. They're kind of fancy. All right, thank you, Catherine. So I'm gonna mark this cup at 1/2 an ounce. 1/2 ounce, and I don't really think it's gonna take that much, but better safe than sorry, and I will let you know. It might take every bit of it. I'll let you know for sure so you know how much it took. We don't want to leave you guessing. So we got a 1/2 ounce cup for our resin, a 1/2 ounce cup for our, hey babe, will you go to the back and get me a 2 ounce cup? You know what cup, the ones that go in the kits? Please and thank you. So we're gonna put a 1/2 ounce of resin, a 1/2 ounce of hardener. Sold out of 2 colors. Oh. Let me, Lynn, give me a minute to finish this and then we'll talk about it, okay? What colors were you looking for? Okay, so gloves. Where are my gloves? Where are my gloves? Where are my gloves? That was fast if we sold out. That's crazy if we sold out. I'm gonna be in trouble. I'm gonna have to order more tonight. Let's see. Yeah, the blue ones are super cute, aren't they? I'm pretty sure she said Temu. All right, so let me get my gloves on. We're gonna squirt some resin. Get them on. And does it make you guys nervous when I put my cups on my art piece? Thank you, honey. Did you want a kiss?
Sure.
You look a little stanky.
Sweaty, dirty.
There you go.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're gonna start with our hardener. Oh, girl, Penny Peacock is one of my favorites. All right, so we're gonna do 1/2 ounce of hardener, Amazon. Oh yeah, that's the one we had the fewest of, the cobalts. And because they're hard to find. But we'll be getting more, don't worry. We may have more that aren't listed, so just give us a hot minute. All right, so I got 1/2 ounce of hardener and 1/2 ounce of resin. You can't put, even though this is a 1 ounce cup, you can't put all this in one 1 ounce cup because you gotta have space to mix, okay? So I'm gonna pour it in this 2 ounce cup, and then we'll wipe out these little baby cups and use them next time. These are totally reusable. All you gotta do is wipe them out with a paper towel or a wipe, an alcohol wipe, and they're ready to use again. So we'll set that there. We'll add this bit. Stephen Gray, your woman is hungry. Oh, he got his earphones on, y'all, not paying me a bit of attention. That's how he rolls. All right, so now we have 1 ounce combined, and Catherine is going, Karen, see? We should have some red glass tomorrow. Okay guys, look, if something's out of stock, when you're on my page, there's a button you can click that says notify, it's an out of stock notification. So it'll say notify me when it comes back in stock. Make sure you sign up, whether it's for a bottle or the red glass. Make sure you sign up for notifications, back in stock notifications, so that the minute that item gets restocked, it will send you an email. So also make sure you're opening and getting our emails, because if you're deleting them and not opening them, a lot of times they'll just go to your spam, okay? Yes, it does work. Oh yeah, Julie. Hey, Julie said take those forsythia home. You tried to kill them. He said, okay. Anyway, make sure that you sign up for those notifications, because that's the fastest way to know when something's back in stock. My ear's ringing in my head, y'all. Ugh. Not ringing, but echoing. That's the easiest way to make sure you get what you want. So we're just gonna stir for 3 minutes. Scrape the sides, scrape the bottom. Stir, stir, stir. Catherine's gonna holler at me when we're ready. And just so we're clear, y'all, I'm not gonna place those stars perfectly lined up. I'm gonna throw them on there all willy-nilly, and it's gonna be what it is. Cindy, my daughter, bought these on Temu. So I think they have them on Amazon too. I'm not sure. You know, almost everything I've seen on Temu is on Amazon too. And somebody said they saw clear ones at Hobby Lobby. Yeah, we're gonna all start having to drink the wine that comes in a blue bottle. Oh, Mickey, yes, ma'am. Many, many, many times. So I did a charcuterie board, like a beachy charcuterie board, and I sprayed it with alcohol. Thank you, Catherine. I sprayed it with alcohol when it was done. We need to do another charcuterie board, don't we? To make the, to make cells. So yeah, super cute. I don't have any alcohol, like spraying kind, or I would do it today. All right, let's see. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna take a little bit. I'm gonna start over here on my blue background. I'm just gonna spread some of that resin out because I just wanna put my stars on and then not have them run away from me. So we're just gonna put a little on. This is probably way too much resin. I can already tell. I don't know why lately I've just been making too much resin. It's a problem I'm having. I told you, Karen. I told you I have years and years of experience with that. I've used all the resins. Trust me, I know. All right, so what I'm gonna do is just take my stars and I'm just gonna drop them in. And then I'll move them around a little bit. I'm gonna add a few more. I'm gonna flip them to the shiny side. And then I'm gonna move them around. I might just use this whole pack, watch this. I'm gonna move them around. Now she bought me 2 packs of these. She is forever doing that. So maybe we'll gift someone a pack. All right, so where is my, oh, I have to use this. So I'm gonna flip them because there is a pretty side and a boring side. So I'm just gonna flip any of them that are flipped wrong. I'm gonna flip them to the pretty side. And then other than that, I'm not gonna try to line them up like the stars on the flag. I just kind of want them willy-nilly. Okay, so I have a question. So it just popped in my head. I was just thinking about the weekend coming, and I know I'm living for the weekend already. But guys, do you guys know who Nate Bargatze is? Comedian Nate Bargatze. Who knows who I'm talking about? He's hilarious. If you don't know who he is, you need to go out on Netflix and look him up and watch one. I like him a lot because he doesn't use massive amounts of profanity. Now, don't get me wrong. I can say some cuss words now. I can use some profanity, but I don't like publicly, I like it when somebody can be funny and not have to cuss their way through life. All right, so anyway, he is hilarious, and Steve bought us tickets to see him on Friday. So I am so excited. Oh, no way, in a restaurant? That is so exciting. That's a good idea, Brenda. Yay, Wendy. Okay, let me show you this. So I've just kind of smattered them around. I'm gonna wiggle it a little so maybe you can see the stars. It's really sparkly and it looks way better in person. You can't really see it on camera that well, as far as I'm concerned. So I think now I'm just gonna take a little bit. Nobody knows who Nate is? He's so funny. He's so funny. I'm gonna just take some of this clear, Starfire is what it is, not clear. And I'm not gonna add much. I'm just gonna add a bit here and a there, all right? I'm trying to decide if I like it or not. I think I'm gonna try to smush most of it into my white. So that's kind of delineated. So let me get that one out. Oh my God, Julie, is he not hilarious? It's kind of that dry humor. He's so funny, y'all. So funny. I'm so excited. Not really excited to take myself into the Memphis area, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. All right, so I kind of squished all this into randomly, not perfectly, into my white, and I kind of like that better. I didn't really like it everywhere. It just looked like it was unplanned and like I just dumped it. So I kind of like it better this way. So now we're just gonna take the rest of Monday. It'll take a couple of days for it to cure out, but we'll get this to you. All you gotta do, Sherry, is email me and send me you can DM me on Facebook as well. And get me your shipping address and we'll get this to you. And you can give it to your favorite patriot or keep it for yourself. All right, I'm just gonna drizzle over the clear glass real quick. His name is Nate Bergazzi. Super funny. Don't ask me how to spell his last name, because B-E-R-G something. Don't know. I'm so excited though. We've watched him on Netflix a couple of times, and he just cracks me up. He just cracks me up. And Steve bought us tickets. So exciting. It's gonna be a date night. Yes, Polly. That's it. That's the ticket. All right, this is gonna take the whole ounce, so be prepared for that, guys. Now I'm gonna go in and I'm just gonna kind of smear some of this resin in the bare red, and then we'll just dump the rest on the glass. Now, for your sides, I do not like to do my sides, but I have taken because it causes drips and it bugs me. I'm just weird that way. But what I've taken to doing, especially if I paint the sides, my hair's in my mouth. What I've taken to doing is once it's dry, once my resin's dry, is take the high gloss Mod Podge and just brushing 2 coats on the sides of my canvas, and it literally makes them look very similar and glossy to your top coat, to your resin coat, and with no drips. All right, I might have to do that center one with my fingers. I'm gonna try my stick. I need to grab a silicone spreader is what I need to do. But I think we got it. I think we can do it. All right, look at there. Look, look, look. All right, so now we have a little bit left. I'm just gonna utilize that on the glass. Just put a little more on those glass bits and maybe a little on my stars. There's not enough to worry about. And make sure it's covered. All right, that's it. That's it, y'all. All right, now I'm just gonna set this aside. I'm gonna go around with my fingers. I like to get that edge. I don't know, I tell myself that it helps control drips. It might, and it might not. It's just something I tell myself. The story I tell myself. It's like putting a stop sign up. Maybe it works, maybe it don't. I just made it up, right? All right, now I see a few little skippies. I'm just gonna hit those with my finger. And we are gonna hit this with our heat gun real quick. Isn't that pretty? Let's hit it with our heat gun to pop any bubbles. All right, and voila. All that took with some stars. If you have wood stars, you could use those. You could use clear stars. You could use white stars. What I had were blue, so that's just what I used. And that's what I would encourage you to use as well. Use whatever you have, but check it out. A few stars and some Starfire glass. And you have the cutest patriotic piece ever. I love doing these.